Welcome back. The holiday season is right around the corner. And of course, for many of us, that means flying to see family and friends. But after a summer that was filled with cancellations and chaos at the airports, are the airlines ready to handle the year-end rush of passengers? Joining us now is Ed Bastian. He's the CEO of Delta Airlines. Ed, good morning. Good to see you. I was in the airports this weekend. Packed. It was packed. Are we at peak travel? Is this the busiest you've seen it in years?
We've been at peak travel for basically the entire year, pretty much since President's Day. Yeah, after 2 years of customers not being able to get to the people, the places, the experiences that they really want to be at, everyone needed to get out. And we've seen that stay right through the entire year, and the holidays will be strong as well.
A lot of people have a very, very strong memory of the summertime when there was all that airport chaos. People couldn't get where they were going, canceled flights, long lines. Well, here we are. Now we're knocking on the door of Thanksgiving. Have you resolved all of those issues? Do you have enough pilots, enough planes, enough customer service, a plan if the weather's bad? Are you guys ready?
Yes, and yes.
Yeah?
Delta is known for its high quality of service and the very best people in the industry, and we are ready. We've been, in fact, back since pretty much the second week of July, running the high quality of reliability and service excellence that our customers expect, and that's going to continue through. We've hired 25,000 people since the start of last year. And there was a lot of training and experience that needed to be acquired. Yeah. But we're ready to go. And we're expecting over 5 million people for the Thanksgiving week. And we are absolutely prepared at Delta.
Let's talk pilots for a second, because there is the threat of a pilot strike looming, not just with your airlines, but among others. Because there is this 30-day period, it can't happen by Thanksgiving, but it is a possibility that the pilots could go on strike for Christmas. What is your game plan if that, in fact, happens?
There's no possibility they could go on strike for Thanksgiving, Christmas, or any time.
Not Christmas?
No, absolutely not. We are in mediation with the National Mediation Board, and there are many phases and stages yet to go. We're actually a lot closer than people like to think in terms of trying to get this deal done, hopefully soon. It's a tactic that all the unions, in fact, all the airline unions, pilot unions have deployed. But the reality is that we have the very best pilots. They already are the very best compensated. We're going to make sure they stay the best compensated, so there won't be any issue.
But there's no way that the pilots could go on strike by Christmas time.
It'd be against the law of the country if they did. So I say that with confidence. There's no strike coming.
Okay, let's talk about airline seats, because the FAA was just talking about these. They're super duper small. Tall people can't fit in them. I was just flying over the weekend, and I was in a seat, and I felt totally jammed up, and I thought, wow, if I had to get out of here, if there was an emergency, it would be difficult with everybody who's jammed in these seats. Do you think it's time that the FAA or the airlines did something about the size of these seats, just given the fact that so many people are taller and bigger than they've ever been before?
Well, at Delta, we haven't changed the seat size or the pitch in many years. Absolutely. In fact, we've gone just the opposite. We've added a significant number of additional legroom seats in a Comfort Plus, our premium economy cabins, or Delta One. So on a Delta flight, any new plane that we're taking today, at least 1/3 of the seats on the planes are actually larger seats than ever before. And then we have not compromised seat quality, because we know seat comfort is one of the most important reasons why you choose an airline.
Do you think overall the FAA should step into this, or is that something you want to weigh in on?
I'm not going to weigh in. I'll let the FAA decide. Our seats are safe, and the FAA has endorsed our seating pattern.
Let's talk ticket prices, because that's the other thing a lot of people are saying. You click on to buy a ticket somewhere, and the prices are so sky high. Is that something that people can expect because of demand, or is that something that we can expect to go down?
Well, there's two things happening. One, the demand is, as you said earlier, off the charts. So demand is driving a lot of that pricing. Fuel prices are also up, so that's also driving pricing. And the other thing, at least at Delta, we still have about 15% of our capacity yet to return, hasn't returned. It'll be back by next summer. So as we bring more and more flying, which we're doing gradually through the pace of the spring and summer, that'll take some of the pressure off pricing.
So are you going to travel over the holidays?
I'm going to be in Atlanta, Georgia. My daughter is due with our first grandchild, and I'm so excited to see that baby. And so I'm, for a change, not traveling for the holiday.
Well, congratulations, future grandpa. It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Delta CEO Ed Bastian. Thank you.
Hey, thanks for watching. Don't miss the Today Show every weekday at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 Pacific on our streaming channel, Today All Day. To watch, head to today.com/allday or click the link right here.